Right, welcome to the third PHP tutorial. I know I said I was going to use MySQL, but I changed my mind. I'm going to go with PDO. Well, because basically I don't want to teach you all outdated methods. Anyway, get started. Open that again. Explore for the folder. And then we can just click this and then click no to put it back there. I'm going to get rid of that because we're not going to use that. I'm going to teach you a proper method. Should I just delete that? Right, keep this. This is going to be the registration. Well, it's login, but I'm going to make the registration. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And I added that just now. I'm gonna make the script now. Basically, include well, includes the file you're pointing to into this one. So make a new folder and make sure you add that line called scripts. And then inside there, you're gonna make another one. This is gonna be the connector file to connect to your database. So it'll be a PHP file. I've got to change the name. So connection file. Open it, and what you want to do is do the PHP tags, obviously. And then you want to do database connection equals, and then new PDO. I think it's like that. Equals localhost and DB name equals, and then your database name. I'm gonna call it users. I'm gonna also call the table users, but yeah, I always do that. That's basically it. Now, to make sure that everything's right, if I did something wrong, it should show up when I go on the main site. Did I do something wrong? Let's see. No, yeah, I did. Oh yeah, because I didn't make the thing yet. What you want to do is type, you could do, you could go here and go to administration, but it goes to this page anyway, and I already know it, so yeah. Anyway, next you want to go to, click open on the PHP admin module, and then you want to create a new database. So you go here and create it. I'm going to call it users, as I said in there. Is there. Create it. Oh, you also want to do with this program, the user is always root. You can change it, I think. Pretty sure now. And pass is nothing. You can change it again. If this was a real website, you'd obviously want to change. Your username would be either you'd set it, or would be set for you if it was a free host, and then you make your own password, obviously. Anyway, now what you're gonna do is press create. Oh, I must have clicked it already. Now you want to create table users. This might get confusing, so you could change this if you want to. Number of columns, you need the ID, which is 1, username, password, and email, so it's 4. You could add more. Actually, I'm gonna add another one. Well, not now anyway, but I will in future. So ID, I make this auto increment, which that's what AI stands for. That term anyway. That's fine. You're gonna keep that as an int, I think, yeah. Just do that anyway. Username. No, email, username, password. And change these to long text. And then I'm going to set the max limit on a username for 20 characters. The email won't have one, no other password, because it's going to be hashed anyway, so they'll all come like kind of the same amount size. And then just go ahead and click save. I'll make the database. Did I click it? No, I didn't. There we go. Now we have a database table called users. Open it. If you click structure, it'll show the table, the rows. ID, email. That's underlying this automatic increment, and it's the main one. Then we want to go ahead and make a registration form. So I'll copy and paste the index and rename to register. And then on this you want to do open up. You want to make a new what's it called? I can't remember the name. Input, I guess. Text field, this one, I think. Text. Put the name to email. Also with password, you want to put it twice, because you want to make sure that they type in their password right. So you don't have to this, but I always do, because some people accidentally put the wrong password, and then they waste space in your database, basically. Also, because we're using PDO, they use prepared statements, so you don't require any at all. I can't remember the name, like filtering sort of for the thing, unless you're, well, you don't need it for when you're using MySQL statements only. Yeah, MySQL statements. Well, anyway. Also put the value to reg now. That's the value on a submit button, means the name of the button, like what's going to show on it. So I go to the registration page. There we go. We haven't got an error because the database now exists. Now let's put a div around this and name it form. Now we'll get some CSS. Now what you can do is I can't even remember this off my head. Trying to think. Oh yeah, I think it's this form. Trying to think. Yeah, there we go. And then we want to do top equals. This is how far from the top it'll be. So just set 500. And then from the left, so how far from the left it'll be. Just do 200 for now. We can easily change this. Refresh should change. Might be a dot. I always get confused. Yeah, a bit too far down. Yeah, too much far down. Let's try 3, and then let's try 4 for that. Still nope. Why is it so? No, 5. Really? Does depend on your monitor as well. Oh crap. How big like the thing is, monitor. Because then, you know, hard to explain really. Yeah, that's the thing. Let's put a background on it so we know what it is exactly. Black, just for now. Yeah, I don't know why it's gone all the way over there. Me disable last pass. Maybe it. Nope, that's not it. I think. Trying to think why it's doing that. Didn't mean to bring that up. Yeah. Width. And then we have to set it to the size of it. So try 50. Oh, that's way too small. Also want to set this to white, so font. Also try not to copy and paste many like stuff. That is also why I'm not going to put like proper code in the description, because there's enough skits as there is. And I want you to learn, not just copy and paste everything you see. A little bit smaller. That'll do for now. Right, that looks alright, but I'm still terrible at aesthetics, so you probably won't see much more than black and white, basically. Oh, I did that again. I didn't set it, so that should change to login. Yeah, there you go. So now we've done the login a little bit, but we haven't done the PHP side. Don't need to right now, I'll show you that later. But now we need to set on do the registration side. So first we need to do user pass conf pass equal and then change that to conf pass or con pass. An email. Right now, all we're going to do is make sure that nothing is blank. So, well, basically, is set. And is set can basically be sent an array of data, so we can do like so. So if not is set, no, it need to make it set. And I'm not going to make too many checks on this. Just get straight ahead because I don't want to bore you too much. But normally you should check for like, is there any spaces in it? Is there like, is it alphanumeric, which means if it only contains number and letters, as well as well, I guess I can do the email one. If this is if the string contains, so if email contains at, I think the at is that way. Let me try that. So if email contains the at, then go ahead. That's one way of detecting if it is a real email. Not the best solution, but yeah. You should also add a captcha after the end, just to prevent spammers, but this is just the basic tutorial. Now we actually want to check, first we need to check if the database already contains the username slash pass, email or username. So you also want to MD5 that. We also need to check that the passwords are the same. Otherwise, it's pretty pointless putting two making a confirm password. So if password equals conf password, then we want to actually do the check. So what you do is query equals database connection. Remember we declared that here. Database connection, then prepare. So prepare a statement. Select from users, which is the table name, because we're already connected to the database. So we don't need to select another database. Select all from users. Select every row, and you wanna execute it. So query equals query execute. I think if I remember correctly, that's how you do it. Yeah. But now we want to do no, just query. I need to go to the register page. Yeah, I'm not going to do the CSS, so this can't be bothered. And just do some random stuff. Did I do? Yeah, is that? So, oh, they're not in the right order either. It doesn't help. Well, there's a certain order. Just I like to have username, then email, then passwords. Oh, it doesn't have I didn't put an email in. Yeah. Username, email, password. Why do I have 3 passwords? God damn it. Oh my god. That's why. Using. No, that should be okay. Did I name an email? Yeah. So now now we want to do for each. So for each item inquiry, as item. This will basically every but this will be an array with the ID, email, username and password, and we'll be going through each of them. So what we can do is just to show you, echo them all, but since there's none here right now, couldn't do that. Just want to make sure oh yeah, no, never mind. I got a different method. I don't know why I just did that. Where username equals or email. It's just basically selecting all users from selecting every row from users where username equals, that'll be a variable, or equals or email equals, and then another variable. Now we're going to do here. So here's where the array comes in. So yeah, so we do that, and then so that's the first item in it, this, so that would be username, second would be email, as you see. So this would be username, this would be email. Yeah. So if it contains username or email, we want to get them. So count equals can't remember how to do this now. PDO. Count. Let me just do something. God. I haven't used PDO before, but just saying I only just learned it literally a few minutes ago, so yeah. Oh, yeah. So we scan the query row count. So now, yeah, that's basically it. That was pretty straightforward. And then, so basically we got the count. So what we're going to do now is if count equals 0, so if there's no users existed, if no user exists with that email or username, then we want to continue. And then we want to do an else statement, echo a user now we want to continue. Basically, I'm not going to do the email registration. All you basically have to do is send an email to them, and then they click a link and they'll basically have a code already in you as a column. And then if that code that was clicked on equals like one of the users codes, then they'll activate that user. I'm not going to do that because it takes, well, I haven't got that much time, I'm busy. So if count equals 0, then we want to continue, we actually want to register them. So we want to do another query equals dbc prepare, and then insert into users set username equals email equals password equals did I have any other rows? Email, username, password. The ID will automatically be auto incremented to every new user. So once I register, it'll be 1, the next user would be 2, etc. We want to actually execute the query. So query equals query execute. Now I want another array. And then username, email, password. So username, email, password. There we go. It's pretty straightforward, really. Doesn't take that long at all. It's much more secure as well. So saves all hassle with that crappy MySQL real escape string. So it's already MD5'd, so yeah, don't need to do anything there. Oh, I forgot this hash. Not hash. Salt. So what I want to do is just add the salt. Salt will be it's random, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. Just want to make sure it's right. They are correct, yeah. And let's go and do that. Let's do the error code for the password's not matching. No. Oh, and another one for the invalid email. Leave that one. Doesn't really matter. So now what I'm gonna do, if it's a success, we don't want to do equals true or anything, because if you just do that, that basically already has it in the software. Then we want to make sure, like, well, tell them that they're registered. Your account has been. You may now. So let's try this out. Okay, so let's do. Right, let me just show you before I do it. If I browse, there's no rows. So let me do timer do 1, 2, 3. Oh, need to change that into a password field, but doesn't matter. How was it invalid? Oh, got them the other way around. Swear it's the other way around. At this time, I'll also change it to a password. Now refresh. Did it go to it or not? No. Just go there again, it'll be easier. So username equals, I'll just do CTI, for which is an abbreviation of Cyber Technology Inc. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Did I do some norm? Username, email, number. I didn't die in her. So, let me get rid of that, that would help. That's where it went wrong. Row count doesn't exist apparently. Let's find another one. Okay, so since I well, I checked, and apparently the PDO num rows doesn't work. Well, you need to fix or something at least. So I'm just gonna use the MySQL num rows way. I know it's old and deprecated, but once a patch or whatever comes out, I will post that source code, which is only be a line in the description. Anyway, I'll just show you. And I forgot to do local. No. What was I doing? Yeah, administration. Yeah. No, it's already there. What am I on about? Need to go to that and put. Okay, so there's no rows now. Do this. So we do CDI. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Reg now. So now we go to the register page. I mean, well, we haven't done it yet, but anyway. Right, it's added to the thing. Oh, I was testing. Me put that to a 1. So yeah, let me change the auto increment to 2. Okay, that's back now. I'm sorry for that. So now we need to do the login page. So now what we're going to do is query equals database connection prepare and password equals that's basically it. Execute. And we need the username and the password, which would be username, password. Now we need to identify this and the salt. I'll just get it from here. So we need to remember that we're gonna compare the hash password to the hash password that we registered with. Now what we do is if again I'll put in the description what you need to change from this once I get it, basically once I know what it is. Equal 1. Then we're going to log them in. We're going to use sessions for this, so what I'm going to do is make a new file. Let me get rid of this crap. This will be the main configuration for every file, everything. Instead of using this, then we can just don't need that. And this will include the configuration file. So connection file. And this will also do session start. Now sessions are a way to store data on the server, so we're going to use this instead of cookies, and cookies is another way, less secure. Well, I believe they're less secure anyway, because they're client-sided, these are server-sided, these sessions are. Sessions are. Now because we included that on every page, we included that. So yeah, it'll include the connection file on every page as well, and the session start. So what you want to do is if one user exists with that, the username equals what you entered and password equals whatever you entered for password, then we want to make a main page. Main We'll set the text to black. Right, so basically what we want to do is sorry, do that in a minute. Right, so what we want to do is the session start. We want to do session. We're going to create a new session called username, and then equals, and then their username. And this will be stored globally, which we can access on any single page, and it doesn't need to be re-entered through a form of some sort. And then we also want to well, that's all I'm going to do for now, I think. We could also do like a band if you want to do, or that like types or admin, etc. But we're not going to do this for now. So using that's equals username. So now what I want to do is this. We also want to redirect them to here, to the main once they're logged in. So header equal. And I'm told you're meant to put return after a header and then to change the thing. I'm not sure why, but yeah, just do it, I guess. Now let's try login. Let's do the else. You could also make a session to record how many tries they've had at logging in. Okay, I am back. I found out the problem. Let me start that again. Already got it up. I got this up. No. Yeah, no. So yeah, keep waffling. Problem was I basically am redeclaring the query. So what we need to do is first one should be whatever. So Q, to make sure that these are not the same. Right, so that should work. Also, row count does work. Now if I do CDI, then if I put 1 in, which is the wrong password, it should show. Yeah, and if I do 1, 2, 3, which is the correct one, it remembered the session. Oh, I keep clicking it. It remembered the session, my name, and it redirected me to the main site. Now what? Oh, I keep doing that. What I need to do is on your, if we're already logged in, then I want to redirect to the main page. So I'll make a function, check if logged in, put in the config file, function check if logged in. Now what I want to do is if username if not, no, yeah, if not, then add location equals and then main. So now if we okay. Right, no, that's fine. Yeah, so there we go. So if I go to the main page, it should redirect here. Okay, so that's it for today's tutorial. I'll see you in the next one.